The July Qualifier Challenge is live. It's a little difficult, but I'm going to show you how to take it down. What's going on, my friends? My name is Joe, and we got ourselves another qualifier challenge.
I love these challenges.
Inside this challenge, there's all sorts of free resources. 1 million gold, 1 million elixir, and 10,000 dark elixir. But the drawback here is that there's a 3-minute timer, which means that you're gonna have to go fast. But don't worry, one of the best parts about these challenges is that you get unlimited attempts for the next couple of days. So if you mess up, just restart. We're gonna start on the right side of the village, and you'll see that there is a barracks and an elixir pump to the immediate right of it. We're going to select our lava hound and our battle blimp, and we're going to drop them in that location. We're going to scroll over and select the invisibility spell and drop it on the corner of the archer tower, dropping the battle blimp manually, followed up by the rage spell and an invisibility spell to back that up. We got to protect these super wizards while they take out some of these additional buildings, to include the royal champion and the air defense. We're gonna go to the upper corner of the village, and we're gonna drop an archer, followed up by a sneaky goblin and a sneaky goblin to take out these two elixir pumps. And we're trying to draw the lava hound to the upper corner of the village with the archer queen placed off to the immediate right. We're gonna go ahead and place a barbarian king on that gold storage with a wizard, and we're gonna prep up with our poison spell, dropping it on the queen. Let's go ahead and draw some ice golems as well as some super wall breakers to open up the compartments for our troops. And we're gonna have to pay attention to this single target inferno tower. We want to protect our barbarian king and try to get him deeper into the village and protect this queen as best as possible. This might take a few attempts. Let's go ahead and use that king's ability to take on that single target inferno tower and get ready with an invisibility spell. As the queen locks onto the town hall, let's go ahead and make her invisible. On the right side of the screen, we're gonna drop the royal champion, and then we're gonna jump over to the left side of the screen with the dragon rider on the cannon, and we're going to drop all of our dragon riders and the warden on air mode to take on this air defense as well as this hidden Tesla. Let's go ahead and use a free spell on the scatter shot, use the royal champion's ability, and use the queen's ability. Let's go ahead and release our head hunters, and as they enter in on the village, let's use the warden's ability to protect them to go in and take down the enemy queen. Now we're going to go ahead and start dropping some minions around the village to make sure that we start with the cleanup process of this village, dropping a baby dragon over there to assist, and then we're going to drop our balloons down here on the bottom side of the village with a clone spell. Get ready with the freeze spell. As the freeze spell drops on the scatter shot and the air sweeper, the dragon rider should move in on the final inferno tower, and we can always make something invisible to help everything out to get in here, take down the scatter shot, and make sure that we drop our final troops for the cleanup. The only thing that we really have to worry about here is the dragon riders getting locked onto the barbarian king and the possibility of this clan castle, which we'll talk about more at the end of the video for things to look for with things going wrong within your attacks. What you think? Not too bad, right? We should do it live. Yes. So we're gonna start on the right side of the village in between these two buildings. Let's go ahead and select our lava hound and our battle blimp, scroll over and select an invisibility spell, and prepare to drop it on the corner of this archer tower. Wait for the blimp to clear the wall, drop a rage, drop an invisibility spell. Got to protect our super wizards. You only get 4 seconds on the invisibility spell, so you gotta make sure that you make it last, and the super wizards might be successful with the elimination of the royal champions. Sometimes it doesn't. Let's go ahead and jump up top and drop our archer, drop our sneaky goblins, and pull that lava hound up top. Get ready with your archer queen. We want to make sure that the queen pops the hound, use the poison spell to take it out. Let's release the queen. She's going to lock on. Let's go ahead and get ready with our poison spell right there. Drop our barbarian king as well as a wizard or two, and drop our 2 ice golems and our super wall breakers to open up the compartments. Now we got to protect this king just a little bit, so we might need to use a freeze spell. You'll see how the single target locks onto the king sometimes instead of the ice golems. Don't know why that happens, but it does. Let's go ahead and use that king's ability to start spawning some barbarians to get in there and start taking down some buildings. And you'll notice that there is a tornado trap right next to the inferno Tower, not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. Looks like we got Barbarians, Barbarian King moving towards the Grand Warden's altar. Let's go ahead and make the Queen invisible and move to the opposite side of the base and drop our Royal Champion. Dragon Riders dropping the Warden on air mode. Drop the baby dragon right there and get ready to freeze that scatter shot. Release the Headhunters. Get ready to use the Warden's ability. Protect the Headhunters, use the Queen's ability. My goodness, there's a lot of stuff going on here. And unfortunately, we were a little slow on the Queen, but it's all right. We should be able to rebound a little bit. Dropping our minions on the backside to start the cleanup. Get ready to select our balloons. Let's release the balloons right here and drop our clone spell. We got one freeze to protect our balloons. Let's go ahead and drop an invisibility spell, and we're going to go ahead and freeze that scatter shot to protect our balloons right there as the Dragon Riders sneak in, target it, as well as dropping the sneaky goblin and the archer. Now, looks like we got some buildings up top that are still available or still up. We still got that clan castle, so we might possibly should have held on to our sneaky goblin. Minions are going to travel across the village. We got 30 seconds, and we got plenty of time, guys. We got plenty of time to 3-star this base. Looks like the ground set skellies are targeting the archer. They moved away from the Dragon Riders and the balloons, and this is it right here. This is a nice 3-star, but that's how I took it down. How did you take it down? Now for what could go wrong. If we drop our Lava Hound and Battle Blimp to the left of the intended location, your results might change on what actually gets taken out. The air defense might be left standing. When moving your Battle Blimp into the village, you're gonna need to manually place it by pressing the Battle Blimp button again. If it does not clear the entire wall, you're gonna notice that the super wizards will get trapped inside of this compartment right here, and you will get entirely different results. You do not want this to happen. You need to make sure that the Battle Blimp clears the wall almost all the way before releasing it near the Eagle Artillery. When working with the Archer Queen and the Barbarian King, if you do not freeze that single target Inferno Tower, you will need to use the King's ability. Sometimes in this situation, the King will die very early. The single target will not fall in some cases, and a lot of times what ends up happening is the Archer Queen does not have the assistance to help her get in and take down the town hall. When working with your Grand Warden and the Dragon Riders, you must make sure that you use the Warden's ability to protect the Headhunters. There are giant bomb placements, so you gotta make sure that you protect the Headhunters with the use of the Warden's ability, because if you do not, that Archer Queen will remain alive and she will take out your Dragon Riders. They are a defensive seeking troop after all, and just try to have a little bit of fun. If you enjoyed today's content, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you have not done so already, and if you would like to check out any of my additional content, be sure to click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.